Hey my dear class 6 students, I would like to introduce myself first of all to you. I am taking up class first today. So I would like to introduce myself to you. But before that I would like to introduce the chapters that you are having. You are having 5 chapters in your syllabus. That's perfectly okay. But I don't know what your school is doing. We'll do the 5 chapters only. And my name is Miss Sarifa. Oh, sorry, Miss Safari. Okay. Okay. So let's start. First of all, you are having plant life, and the ones who are going to learn botany in your future will have a great necessity of this plant life chapter. It explains in details every part of a plant. So let's start. Okay, a flower consists of 4 halls: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. The other day I was showing to class 5 also, the same thing. Calyx is inside, the calyx is the outermost hall, second one is the corolla, third one is the androecium, and fourth one in the middle is the gynoecium. So this is the calyx, C1, this is the corolla, C2, this is third one, this is the androecium, and the fourth one, that is this one. Sorry, not this. This one is the gynoecium, and androecium. A little mistake I have made. Sorry. This one. Yeah. I'll rub and rub. Okay. So now you all see which is the androecium. Here, this one is the androecium. I hope you saw. Next, pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. It is of 2 steps: self-pollination and cross-pollination. So, what is pollination? Suppose here is your anther. Suppose here is your anther, and just beside that you are having the stigma. So, pollination is this transfer. This transfer is called pollination. So, now pollination is of 2 types: self-pollination, which is pollination over the same plant, and cross-pollination, which is pollination to the different plant. Okay, this is CP and this is SP. Okay, so next, pollen grains are transferred by there are agents. There are 4 kinds of agents. And what are these 4 kinds of agents? Wind, water, insects and animals. Now what happens just after pollination? Just after pollination, there is taking place the fertilization. So I will show you the process, but just you know, the fertilization is a fusion of male gamete with the female gamete. So pollen grains that are being transferred, inside the pollen grain there is a male gamete and the female gamete is in the ovary. So fertilization takes place just after pollination. Next, fertilization ovary develop into fruit and ovules develop into seed. Now what happens after fertilization? There are many changes. Ovary develops into a fruit and ovule develops into a seed. That means a flower is turning into a fruit. Now seeds contains an embryo which develops into a new plant. So now I am going to say you the changes. Okay, ovary, that is O1, it turns into fruit. This after fertilization. Okay, O2, that is the ovule, transforms into seed. O3, that is the ovum or the egg or female gamete, transfers to the embryo. Okay, so these are the changes. So next, moisture, suitable conditions and oxygen is required for germination of seeds. So there are 3 main conditions that are required. These 3 I have already shown you. These 3. Okay. Next one. The main parts of a plant means which is not associated with reproduction actually. So now, a plant part consists of 2 main parts. Suppose this is a plant. This is a plant and it consists of 2 main parts, one above the ground and one under the ground. The one above the ground is the shoot system and the one under the ground is now called the root system. I hope you know the spellings. Check your book if you don't know. Next, The shoot system consists of stems, branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Now we can divide the shoot system into 5 different categories. One of which is the root. We have the root, the shoot, the flower, F1, F2, the fruit, and the most important part is the leaf. Okay, and roots can be of 2 types, so taproot and fibrous root, but that's of a different plant system. Okay. So leaves consist of 2 parts. Now coming to this leaf. Yeah, coming to the leaf. So it is having 2 parts. One is the lamina and one is the petiole. Lamina is the upper part and petiole is the lower part. Next, on the basis of lamina, we can divide leaves into simple and compound. We will learn about that. And now one definition, venation. Venation is the arrangement of veins of the lamina of a leaf. It is of 2 types, reticulate and parallel. So we will learn about all this, but let's wait. Okay, next you already know that the flower is a reproductive part of a plant. Okay, just this. Okay, so next we start. Now photosynthesis. Now I'll show you the pictures one by one. Hold on. Here you have the pictures. The photosynthesis, can you identify this one? This picture is the photosynthesis. Okay. See, this is a process by which green plants synthesize food in the presence of sunlight by using carbon dioxide and water. So what happens? Sunlight falls here. Carbon dioxide is also taken from the atmosphere. Water is absorbed by the roots, and then it goes to the leaf. Leaf is the production center, and the processing takes place here. Then the leaves give out oxygen and sugar, which is utilized by the plant, and oxygen is utilized by us. The diagram, you can take a picture if you want. Okay. Next one we have the shoot system. So where is the shoot system actually? Here. See here, the apical bud, the axillary bud, node, internode, node, leaves, stem and branch. What are the main parts? Stem, leaves and branches. So in between there are nodes and internodes and apical bud and axillary bud. Okay, the aerial parts of a plant which grows above the soil is known as the shoot system. What is a node? From a branch or a leaf, from a branch or a stem, a small part where the leaf and the branch or the branch or a leaf sticks. An internode, between 2 nodes, the space is known as the internode. Next, pollination. See here, picture of pollination. Yes, see pollen grains. I'll show you by the annotation. Where is the... here. See how is it going? See, pollen grains. Pollen are coming out of there. Pollen is sticking this pollinator, any insects, wind, etc., etc., the agents. Next, pollen is going to the stigma. Then, understood, right? And the stigma is ready to receive. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower or another flower is known as the pollination. Next, the gynoecium. We will show you the gynoecium. See the gynoecium of the pistil. The same picture I had for my class 5s also. So see the stigmas, the styles and the ovaries. You can see very properly. See, I will not mark here. And the ovules which are inside the ovary. See those yellow dots. Okay, now the gynoecium is the female reproductive part of a flower. Next, you are having venation, right? Venation you can see very clearly. Look very closely. The arrangement of veins and veinlets on a lamina on the leaf is called venation. I hope you know what is a vein. A vein is... Now where is... see, it's here. The vein is... This one is the vein. Okay? This one is the vein. Okay? Okay. Next you are having simple leaves versus compound leaves. You do not have compound leaves, so let me strike it. So I will strike it off, the compound leaves. Simple leaves you are having. Simple leaves is the leaves where there is one type of like one leaf in one leaf. Like there is there is no leaf. There is only one leaf coming out from a vein. But in compound leaves we have many. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Next, sessile leaf. Sessile leaf, just see. which doesn't have any pedicel. I hope you know what is a pedicel, you learnt in class 5. So which doesn't have any pedicel is known as a sessile leaf. A leaf which is directly attached to the stem without a leaf stalk or a pedicel is known as a sessile leaf. Next we have a compound leaf. Oh, you are having compound leaf. Okay. In a compound leaf, the lamina is divided into many small parts called the leaflets. So the small leaves that you are seeing are the leaflets. Next, germination. Germination. What do you know about germination? Germination. Do I look at the picture here? You can see this picture very clearly. Slowly, the seed is growing up. The process by which dormant embryo within the seeds becomes active and grows into a new plant is known as germination. Next, transpiration. You can see the picture. Transpiration is a process by which water is given out into the environment by a leaf to keep itself cool. So that's why when you sit under a leaf in the midday, you feel cool. Next, fertilization. Fertilization, here is the picture. I'll show you in more detail. Let me just read out. Fertilization is the fusion of male and female gametes. Okay, that's only fertilization. Next, the root system. What is the root system? Let me show you the picture. Root system, you see just above the root system, the part of the plant that lies below the soil is known as root system. You will know very clearly. Next, sessile flowers. What are sessile flowers? The flowers that do not have a stalk are known as sessile flowers. See, they don't have a stalk, just like sessile leaves. Next, androecium. Androecium, what are they? Androecium, see, androecium is the male reproductive part of a flower. It's divided into anther and filament. I'll show you the anther and filament over here. This is the anther and this is the filament. Check your book for the spellings. I know all of you don't know. This is the first part. So, okay. Next, it's over. Thank you, girls. Stay tuned for the next part.